Hey guys, I'm Tommy. Welcome back to iPod Eye Openers. Today, we're not taking part in anything. Today we are taking a look at iPod Touches. This here is a first gen. Also got a 5th gen. I'm not a big fan of the iPod Touches. I've had this one for a few months now. I tried to get along with it. I tried so hard to be friends with it, but it just doesn't want to be friends. I even gave it a bug wallpaper, and it doesn't like me. It doesn't want to sync all my stuff properly. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, on the other hand, I've had this for all of a couple of hours. Already, I like this so much more than the 5th gen. It's responsive. I love the fact you can still get cover flow like on the 6th and 7th gen Touches. I was able to get all my music onto it ridiculously easy. It looks so clean. And considering it came out in 2007, so that's 18 years old, and it's still responsive. It's still quite responsive. Compare it to other devices from 2007, that they don't hold up. This, on the other hand, does. That's what I play on my videos, by the way. I like it. It's a good song. But it's a well done bit of kit. It really is. I mean, obviously I'm still figuring it out, I'm still testing it, but immediately, this is so much better than this. I'd much rather this bit of kit. Because this, I feel like I'm going to break it. It feels flimsy. I mean, I get this was a wildly popular device. I get a lot of people like these and had these when they came out. But I can't get on with them. They just feel cheap to me. And I struggle really hard to get anything on it. I mean, all this music I've got on it, yeah, I've got a lot of music on it, but I really struggled to get all this music on it. It took me probably about 2 days all in all to get the music I've got on it here and in my hand so I can use it. But enough of comparing these. Even though I think it was a massive downgrade from this is brilliant. Feels durable. It feels like an iPod. If I hold this and this, these both feel like iPods. But if I hold these two, this feels like an iPod. This just feels like a very outdated phone. A phone I never used, I don't have any sentimental attachment to, and a phone that just doesn't work all that well. So, we're just going to bin it off now. And what we're going to do is we are going to talk about the 1st gen iPod. Now, it originally came out on September 5th, 2007. Same as this guy here. Exact same day, these both dropped. These were on the shelves in stores at the same time as one another, side by side. These are both brilliant, and I love them. They're so good, they're so easy to use, and they're just so nice, so revolutionary, the pair of them. This being the pinnacle of the iPod classics, well, nearly. This was before the 7th gen dropped. And this being massively revolutionary in terms of technology as a whole. This coming out late at the end of the year when the original iPhone first dropped in June 2007. But so good. with the first gen Touch, when this hit the shelves, the 8GB originally came out at £200, and like that's a lot of money. Even by today's standards, that is a lot. But that was in 2005. Adjusting for inflation, the 8GB model goes for £360. Yes, I'm British. We go by pounds. UK pounds. But the 16GB came out at 269 pounds. That's a lot of money. That's so much money. I could use that to pay my car insurance. But adjusted for inflation, nowadays the 16GB will go for £482. That's insane. That's mental. But what you have to remember is, this is a revolutionary device coming out later the year the first iPhone dropped, as I mentioned earlier. But because these were so revolutionary, they went for so much money. I mean, Apple were the first to do a touchscreen display. No one had seen it before. This was brand new. Oh my god, a screen I could touch and control with my fingertip without a stylus in my pocket. No buttons, no keyboard or anything. That was mad back then. It's taken for granted now, but that is still a feat, and the fact they get better and more responsive and more sensitive as time goes on is just mental to me. Because whether you love them or loathe them, what you do have to consider is iPods are an engineering feat. They saved Apple from bankruptcy in 2001 with the original iPod. They were about to go under, and then this guy came out and saved them from that bankruptcy. When these came out, between 2007 and 2009, they sold 32 million, not thousand, million, 32 million iPod Touches. Because when you think of an iPod, think of this guy. You know, front plate, click wheel, hold switch, headphone jack. This is what you think of when you say an iPod. You think of something like this. And admittedly, I do. I don't think of the Touches, I think of these. And when this came out after the iPhone, everyone was just like, oh my god. They made a iPhone into an iPod. That's mad. That's mental. I mean, this is essentially a stripped down iPhone. Whereas the original iPhone, it came out with cameras and speakers. This doesn't have that. It's got a headphone jack, so it's still better than most phones today. But there's no camera. Yeah, it has this little plastic bit in the corner, but that's so you can get Wi-Fi to it. That's the antenna for the Wi-Fi, because it can't go through the metal. They weren't powerful enough. There weren't any small enough which were powerful enough to go through the metal casing. So I've got this cutout so you can get Wi-Fi to it. But it works. It's an ingenious device. And there's so much effort was put into the original iPhone. And it's brilliant. It's truly a work of art, so to say. Don't get me wrong, these have aged. They definitely have. I mean, old Safari. Whoa, Yahoo. Oh, I'm not connected to the internet. Oh, go away. Yahoo. Oh, no. But these have aged. I mean, look at that YouTube icon. Let's have a look. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna connect to the internet. I'll be back in a second. I'm back from my internet adventure. The boy is connected. Right, let's see if we can get YouTube going on this. Oh no, doesn't want to do it. What about Safari? Can we Google things in Safari? Google. Can we? Oh, come on. Worms. Your browser's is outdated. No! Give me my worms. I'm not taking no for an answer. What if we try if we close this? Worms. Go. Sorry, I can't open the page because it can't be found. No! Well, we're wormless, guys. But, end of the day, this is still a really good and clean and just brilliant device. You can get your photos on there. I mean, look. Here's the cool bug from the other one. I love this bug. Give me my bug. It's my boy. I love him. His name is Harold. And I now have him on my iPod. I don't have him on any of my other state-of-the-art devices. He's exclusively to this iPod. I guess him. Oh, the quality difference between Harold. But end of the day, this is a revolutionary piece of kit. I mean, it has its drawbacks using it in 2026. All iPods do. But at the end of the day, I would much rather reach for this and use this than like Spotify or iTunes or anything like that. I like owning my music, having it in my device. I've paid for it and then it's done. It's mine. I have it and it can't be taken away. Which happens a lot. I mean, I was using Spotify up until about a year ago. And the problem is you'll get a streaming service specifically for like a few bands. You'll go, oh, I found this guy on it. I found that guy on it. And then the original guy you got it for, stop using it. Gone. That's what happened with me in Spotify. I got it so I could listen to a lot of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And then they removed their stuff and I moved over to Tidal. And then I bought and downloaded their stuff and then put it on iPod. In fact, let's find, because I've got a couple of their albums on here. Come on, where is it? I know it's somewhere. Give me my boy. Give me King Giz. Here we go. None Gone Infinity. Great album. Better than Spotify, because I've got it on here. But I digress. Because at the end of the day, at the moment, no one has any nostalgia for these, for the first gen touches. So they're not a lot. I'd pick this up fully working for £15. 15. as opposed to the £269 pounds it came out for back in 2007. That's a hell of a price drop, and my god, it's a steal, because it works great. I had a minor headache with it getting it set up, but that's it. It's a brilliant device. I highly suggest getting one, because if you don't want to completely get rid of your smartphone, or just completely switch over to something else, just for texts and calls, and have everything else on a different device, I do recommend an iPod. If you're switching over so you can use Instagram and whatnot, and YouTube, I don't recommend a 1st gen touch. But like, get a 7th gen touch, the most modern iPod, because they work great. They're brilliant devices. End of the day, this is a little phone. That's all it is. It's an old little stripped down phone, just without the phone function. And what it does best is music and videos. I mean, I've got the Big Les Show on it. I love the Big Les Show. It's great. Now I can sit and watch it without needing the internet. If I'm bored, I can just sit down, relax. I can turn off my phone. It's after work, no phones needed. Turn it off and watch the Big Les Show. And everyone who needs to reach me after work can't. And I'm solely relaxing. That's the beauty of iPods. Yeah, they have their drawbacks, like 30 pin, some of them being weirder than that. We'll touch on that later. But they're brilliant. They're truly a brilliant device. And I can't suggest enough getting a 1st touch. It's clean, it's responsive. It's not the most responsive, but it's enough. It has one job, it does it well, and it does it stylishly. Like, come on, look at this and tell me it doesn't just look good. They're brilliant. And if you like the video, by all means, subscribe. If you would like to commission an iPod for yourself, I do sell them. My Instagram is linked in my channel description. Or if you've just got a repair, or I've got iPods pre-built for sale as well, by all means, bounce me a message and we can figure out getting an iPod to you. But that'll be it. That'll be all for this video. Thank you for watching. It truly does mean a lot to me that you take the time out of your day to watch my terrible videos. That'll be all. Thank you. Goodbye.